Right now, Hurricane Dorian bringing wind, rain, and storm surge to Florida, where the storm is expected to make landfall.
And our community spotlight continues to shine on Monmouth, how a local winery keeps a local tradition alive.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Alexandria Ikomoni.
And I'm Redrick Terry. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News this morning. Hurricane Dorian is being blamed for at least 7 deaths now in the Bahamas. It made landfall there this week as a monster Category 5 storm, and we're just now beginning to see the total destruction it left behind.
Yeah, the storm has been downgraded to a Category 2, but officials in southeastern states are warning residents to still expect the worst as it gets closer. Hillary Lane is in Daytona Beach, Florida with the latest.
The devastation goes for miles.
We are in the midst of one of the greatest national crises in our country's history.
For 2 days, Hurricane Dorian sat over the Bahamas as a Category 5 storm. Left behind, buildings turned into rubble, boats tossed into trees, and streets underwater.
I'm coming!
Journalist Tim Allen, his family, and their dogs were forced to abandon their home as floodwaters rushed in. Some residents used jet skis to help rescue neighbors.
We can rebuild. We will rebuild.
The Red Cross estimates 13,000 homes were damaged or destroyed.
It's devastating. It's heartbreaking. We will need the world to help us with this one.
Residents in Florida have been preparing for this storm for days, and even though it looks like Dorian won't make a direct landfall, we're still seeing heavy winds, rain, and storm surge.
I know it's been frustrating for a lot of folks, for Floridians to look and see, is it going to come in my direction? Is it going to come in another?
The National Hurricane Center says Dorian is moving north toward Georgia and the Carolinas.
The time to leave is now.
Mandatory evacuation orders are in effect up and down the coastlines, but some people are holding out.
I've got property to look after, and I'll wait till the last minute and see what happens.
Dorian could make a landfall tomorrow or Friday in the Carolinas. Hillary Lane, CBS News, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Now, President Trump signed emergency declarations for Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. And the Walt Disney Company has donated $1 million to relief efforts in the Bahamas.
We spoke with a couple originally from LeClaire who now live in Central Florida. Heidi and Wiley Plummer decided not to evacuate and instead ride out the storm. Others who have chosen to stay are going to the stores, buying what they need to prepare for the unknown. The Plumbers say they're thankful that businesses in their community of Deltona are not taking advantage of people in a time of need.
It is, because you've just got to be aware that between the 1st of June through the end of November, that's peak season for hurricanes. So the best thing to do is, prepare ahead of time.
Meanwhile, Florida's Attorney General has received more than 2,000 reports of price gouging. People in parts of that state report cases of water selling for more than $9.
Now, there are ways you can help those dealing with the impact of this devastating storm from the Quad Cities. Now, one way is by donating to the Red Cross. You can do it by texting the word Red Cross to 90999. Now, that gives $10 to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. You'll see the charges on your phone bill.
6:31 on this Wednesday. The Trump administration is redirecting $3.6 billion of Pentagon money to pay for 175 miles of wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. The funds are coming from unspecified military construction projects. The American Civil Liberties Union said it would seek a court order to block that move.
Walmart says it'll no longer sell handgun ammunition when its inventory runs out. The chain is also asking customers not to openly carry guns in its stores, even in states where it's legal. The NRA tweeted calling the move shameful, and Kroger is now making that same request for its customers.
A missing woman from New York reappears in southwest Iowa over the weekend. Police were sent to a Casey's gas station in Stuart. Amber Garrison called 911 and told officers she had been kidnapped from a truck stop in Pennsylvania back in mid-July. She told officers that she had been assaulted several times and was forced to stay with the truck driver through several states. Police have arrested a trucker from New York.
Now back at home now, money from gamblers in the area is now helping some animals. Rhythm City Casino donated $32,000 to its King's Harvest Pet Rescue in Davenport. The casino hosted a weekly King's Harvest Donate and Play event last month. Resort Club members had the opportunity to donate to the shelter and receive free slot play. Friday. Now, shelter managers say this money will go a long way.
Bottom line, we really get to save more animals now. We can offset some of our vet costs and our vet bills, which that come in with taking new animals. We're going to have a lot more opportunity to pull animals that might have some health issues that we can now really take care of with this money.
Douglas says King's Harvest has around 150 cats and 15 dogs available for adoption right now.
A couple in Monmouth, Illinois is helping continue the town's tradition of wine and spirits.
Yeah, the Sarah Ann Walters and her husband, Jeff, own Market Alley Wines. And Local 4's Aries Visage reports how they took their love for wine to a new level in this morning's Community Spotlight.
From patron to owner, when Market Alley Wines in Monmouth went up for sale 2 years ago, Sarah and Jeff Walters swooped in to save a town staple.
I was a teacher and my husband was a farmer, but we were customers, and we love this place, and the whole town kind of panicked because everybody was afraid something was going to happen to the wine shop, and so we took a leap of faith.
Looking to offer unique wine, bourbon, scotch, whiskey, beer, and other spirits, it's caused them to step out of their comfort zone to serve their town.
We've definitely expanded our palates too, and we've tried every bottle that's in here. I have personally tasted, so that's kind of fun.
Now the Walters have a vision of being that community gathering place.
Just kind of like when you go into Cheers and everybody knows your name and everybody knows what you want. That's something we wanted to give to our customers.
At the same time, welcoming every visitor that wants to sit down for a drink and an experience.
It's definitely a destination. People travel many miles to come here because it's just fun, relaxing atmosphere that people enjoy.
So Walters can make her hometown a destination.
I love Monmouth. I'm a huge cheerleader for our town. It's small, but it's a great community, and so it's fun. I get to meet new people. I get to see my friends because now everybody comes here to see me, and so that works out pretty well too. So it's good.
Aries Visage, Local 4 News.
Now we're shining the community spotlight on Monmouth all week. That wraps up on Friday when we'll be at Warren County for the Prime Beef Festival. We'll be live for our 5 and 6 p.m. newscast, so you definitely want to check that out for the festival. It's going to be a great time, and who doesn't love beef at this point?
Prime beef too. Oh my goodness,
it's going to be good.
None of that secondary stuff.
No,
Yeah.
prime time stuff.
So people should watch for half of it, but also come down just to try to see what they have to offer.
Oh yeah,
it's get beefy, you know. All right, here today, starting off right around 60, very comfortable outside. We're looking at temperatures back up into the mid-70s today. We'll stay nice and comfortable all day long. We will see some winds out of the north, kind of keeping it. We're getting too warm. That nice, crisp, dry air makes it, so perfect. Nice little dip in the spa later this evening. Temperatures back down to 60 by 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's cool. Prime spa type weather right there.
I think so.
60, a little bit on the cool side, kind of with that nice hot spa. Shut it down.
Get it going.
All right, Nash, thanks.
Coming up, who made the big shots in high school volleyball?
J. Kibble has that more next in sports.
Time now, 6:36. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.